Guys, our next guest needs very little introduction, but you know him as the coach behind such legendary champions as Daniel Cormier, Khabib, Cain Velasquez, Luke Rockhold. He now joins us back on this show to catch up with the boys. Javier Mendez, welcome back to Submission Radio, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. It's been a while. Thanks for having me on. Can you hear? Can you see me?
We can see you okay, yeah. You got I think you got your hand covering the camera at the moment.
What the heck am I doing? Oh.
Okay, now we can see you. There you go. So what are you up to, man? You're just chilling at the pad. I'm guessing this is where you were watching last night's fights. Is that correct?
Yes. I was in my little my little dungeon, I guess. Not a dungeon, it's not little, it's actually fairly good size, but yeah. Yes, and our new house in Gilroy that we're still working on. But yeah, I was watching it here.
It's a pretty good dungeon as far as dungeons go. I gotta ask, obviously there's a lot to talk about regarding your fighters, but just quickly off the bat, did you catch the main event, Rafael Fiziev against RDA? I'm dying to get your thoughts on that one.
Yes, I did catch it, and I was impressed with Fiziev. The way he came on in the fifth round, they both came on strong, and how he came and answered his first probably the fourth round didn't go well for him, right? And then he came out stronger in the second round, and Dos Anjos came out super strong. So you know what he had to do. But to have a challenger come out and do what he did, that was pretty impressive. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool, right, to have some new blood in the division. Like, do you think it's a matter of time till he can potentially meet Islam, maybe even as a title contender down the line, if Islam holds the belt by that point?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I see him. I see quite a few guys that the new blood, outside of the top four, I see new blood coming.
Any other names from the new blood? Any
one guy that Islam fought that was a real tough decision in Russia, and the person that just beat him. I think those two guys are going to be contenders. And then of course last night's guy, and they're still what do you call it? Dariush, he's still in the picture.
Yeah, Dariush is a big one. Well, just speaking of Islam, man, we have to ask, what's the latest on this title shot? Well, at least everybody expects that it's going to be the title shot. Why, in your opinion, is it taking this long to sort of lock in?
I don't know. That's. I always find it best for me to just stay on the outside and wait till the UFC announces what's next. And as far as I know, I don't know anything yet because there's nothing been announced. So I know. Obviously that, something's going to happen eventually when we know where Islam is going, but where is it going to be? I don't know. Whether Abu Dhabi or who knows wherever. I don't know yet.
It's interesting because we saw Michael Chandler respectfully call for Islam in the next title shot next. Did you happen to see that tweet? And if so, what did you think of it?
No, I didn't happen to see that tweet. And, when we're talking about who's more deserving in it based on accomplishments, it's Islam. But when you're talking about other forces that happen, like say for instance, the champ is injured, that champ doesn't want to fight this guy, the champ doesn't want to fight at this date, or the challenger, this doesn't work for him, or that doesn't work for him, or he's not making enough money. I mean, so many variables come into play, so it's hard to say who's really, at fault and who's not at fault. When these matches get done, they get done. But there's a lot of variables that always happen in all the fights, all the time. It's not as simple as, okay, well, you won, so now you fight so-and-so. Well, so it doesn't work that way sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. The funny thing is it seems like Islam, at least online, sort of accepted the fight, saying easy money, title is the goal, no matter who, let's go.
Well, Islam's always been that way. If you guys ever watch all his interviews, he doesn't care who he fights. Just put him in front of me. That's his belief, like mine and Habib's belief, is that he's the best. So for us, we're not ducking no one. Put him up, line him up. You know, whoever he gets, he's going to beat. And that's our attitude. That's how we go into the fights with him. And that's how Islam goes into the fights. He goes in with that same attitude. I don't care who you put in front of me. 155, I'm beating him. And Khabib and I believe that 100%.
I was going to say, how, like, I know that nothing's locked in and you sort of stay out of it, you let the management do the job, but how confident are you that Islam does get the next title shot? Because we've seen it in the past where there's deserving title contenders and people think for sure this guy's going to get the next title shot, and then the promotion swerves for whatever reason.
Well, I'm comfortable and confident that Islam will get a title shot. When? Not comfortable about that, regardless of what people are saying. And until the UFC announces it, I'm not believing nothing. When they announce it on their social media, I know it's in. Till then, don't believe it. You know, don't believe it, because it's happened before when I was in Abu Dhabi and someone said something about somebody fighting somewhere. And I'm like, they comment on to me asking the question. I say, well, yeah, Courtney, blah, 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 blah. And it turns out there was no such thing. There was no fight. And I'm like, damn, I just made myself look like a dummy, you know, because I was talking off of what I read, you know. So when it's an official situation, it's official. Till then, it's just talk.
Do you see Charles Oliveira as the champion, even though he got his belt taken away?
Oh yeah, 100%. He's the champ. Yeah, he's the champ. I mean, you know, if to be the real champion, you have to beat him.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I think, and also stylistically, that's why for me, like Charles and Islam is kind of like the fight to make. Just the way they match up. Islam with his impeccable wrestling, Charles, you know, with the ground as well. I just think it's going to be fireworks. But by the way, man, it looks like UFC champion Alex Volkanovski might be in the mix very soon as far as 155 goes. What did you think when you heard about his plans to potentially come up to 155 and challenge for the belt soon?
I think that's fantastic for him. I mean, make a legacy, you know. He's dominated everybody so far, you know, and Max was probably the toughest challenge he had in the first and the second one. But in the third, I didn't see, but I heard he just basically just dismantled Max. So what's next for him, you know? Why not take a big challenge like that? And he's good enough to overcome that challenge too. So yeah, no, he's a great champion. I think it'd be good for him to go up the ladder like that. You know, why not?
Wait, which one didn't you see? You didn't see the last one or the second one?
No, I didn't see the last one.
Oh man,
the one just the third one. I didn't see the third one.
Oh man, you missed the clinic. You witnessed. Sorry, you missed a greatness making fight. Yeah. I'm curious when you're going to watch it. And I wonder how you see, you know, Alex going up against guys, you know, like an Islam and Oliveira.
I generally never watch them. Once I hear the outcome, I never go back and watch it.
Really? Even if it's a guy that might be coming to your division? There's no curiosity?
Well, if we end up having to fight him, I'll watch him. But if we don't, I'm not going to watch him. I generally, you know, this is the thing that's gotten so bad for me. When I first got involved in MMA, when I hear somebody wins against somebody, I had to watch it. But then there's so much MMA every week, you know, that now I just hear about it and I don't want to watch it no more. Just like boxing, same thing, you know. I've been that way with boxing for many years, 20-something plus years, where when I hear someone won the fight, I don't want to rewatch the fight. I know who won. It's the outcome that we're all waiting for. So when the outcome's there, as a big time fan, right, you would want to watch everything. But as a general fan, which is what I'm becoming, as a general fan of watching it, you know, when I know who won, that's enough.
So yeah, I am curious, Coach, when it comes to Alex Volkanovski, how much of a threat do you think he is to guys like Islam if they do meet in the division?
I don't think he poses as big a threat to Islam as you would think, because he's such a master on the takedown, and Alex isn't going to be able to stop it no matter what he does. And Islam's stand-up is so damn good that he can stand with him. So, you know, unless Alex's ground improves tremendously, I don't see it as a huge threat to Islam. I see Oliveira's is a huge threat, but I don't see Alex, only because of he ain't going to be able to stop Islam from taking it to the ground. And I just don't think he can handle Islam's ground game.
I know Casper mentioned it before, and you said that, you know, you're expecting Islam to have his title shot. You just don't know when. Are you saying that also because Conor McGregor might be in the mix, and we know he's got this thing going on with Charles Oliveira? Are you preparing yourself for potentially him getting this title shot against Charles Oliveira before Islam does?
I'm prepared for anything. I'm prepared for Benil getting the shot. I'm prepared for Alex getting the shot. I'm prepared for us getting the shot. I'm prepared for everything. I'm not going to be shocked by anything that happens, because if you've been involved as long as I have in this sport, you can't be shocked. Look what happened to Khabib. Look what happened to him. You know, he thought he had the title shot, and then he didn't get anything. He had to. He got in a big argument with Dana while he was fighting, telling Dana, "Don't send me no more bullshit contracts." You know, so I'm involved enough to know that anything's possible, and everything that you think won't happen has happened.
I know you mentioned that Charles is a good challenge for you guys, you and Islam. Some people believe that he's not a bad matchup for Conor McGregor. Do you think Conor would have a chance if he fought him next against Charles Oliveira, or do you think it's a clear victory for Oliveira?
I think, the old Conor, gives anybody, challenges. But the new Conor that I've seen within the last 3 fights, no, I don't. I don't see him. I don't see him doing very much to Charles. The new guy, not the old guy. The old guy, yeah, 100%.
I know that we'll talk about Khabib in a second. I know Khabib is retired, and everybody's long accepted that. But is there a part of you that wishes you could have seen how him and Oliveira matched up? Because I feel like, even though he's not technically the champion now, Oliveira, that as far as a fantasy matchup, every time Oliveira wins and becomes, more and more dominant, people think, man, what would him and Khabib have looked like?
No, I don't ever think of that, because, being around Khabib as long as I have, when, I just don't look at, honestly speaking, guys, I don't look at anybody that's still in the game now that would beat him and could beat him. So I don't really think about what could have been with him, what could have been with that, because that's all would have, could have, should have. I just think, it is what it is, and I just go with that, I don't go on the fantasy thing. What if Khabib would have fought him? What if he would have fought him or that? No. But if you ask me my opinion, what I think, if he was going to beat this guy or beat that guy, I would tell you that 100%. But no, fantasy matchups, no.
Hey, I'm also wondering what happened to this Khabib versus Tony Ultimate Fighter thing, because I saw Tony, he was talking to us. He said he wanted to do it. And then seemingly Khabib seemed interested on Twitter about it. Have you heard anything else about this? These guys sort of coaching tough against each other, not necessarily fighting each other at the end, but just coaching against each other on the show.
Yeah, you brought something up. I forgot all about it, because Khabib was excited. He was excited about it, and he said he would like to talk to Dana when he was in Vegas. And I don't know if he did talk to Dana or not, but yeah, Khabib 100% was interested, and I'd be interested. I think it would be fun, and I think the fans would be interested. I think they would tune in, I think it would be great.
And especially because we never did get that fight. So it'd be like, well, if we get a season of Tough with Tony and Khabib, it's kind of like next best thing almost.
Yeah, almost, yeah. Yeah, there's going to be some problems. You just know there is.
Yeah, that's right. Well, speaking of problems, if you have bush downstairs, that's a problem. That's no bueno. So if you want the smoothest sack on the coldest sack, look no further than our good friends at Manscaped with the Lawnmower 4.0, the pound-for-pound greatest grooming tool in the world, with its ceramic blade and advanced skin-safe technology, so you never have to worry about nicking one of the boys downstairs or damaging any of your equipment. I'm telling you, man, I use this. I leave it in the shower because it's waterproof. I use it on my beard. I finally got rid of that stupid mustache. I use it on my head. I know that they're saying, typically you don't use beard trimmers on your head because it can dull the blade. Well, ceramic blade, you don't have to worry about that. I used to have a professional head shaver. I used to have beard trimmer, and I never had anything for the boys downstairs. Now I have the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. It sits in the shower. It's ready at all times. And anytime I need a charger, I throw it on the wireless charging dock. It's got an LED light. It's got a travel lock so that whenever you fly around or you take it internationally, it doesn't go off in your bag. And with the Performance Package 4.0, it also comes with the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, which is super important, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant, and the Crop Reviver spray-on testy toner to make sure that your junk smells absolutely fantastic. And you get 2 free gifts, the Shed Travel Bag and the patented high-performance, reduced chafing Manscaped boxes. So it's a great gift for yourself, just to treat yourself, or for somebody else on a special occasion. Isn't that right, Dennis?
Yeah, man, that's right. With the code word submission, you guys can get 20% off and free shipping today. Change your life forever thanks to Manscaped. Do it now. And guys, this past weekend, obviously, Rafael Fiziev with a big win. Did you guys make your money through our friends at MyBookie? If not, why not? This weekend, this is your chance. You guys could sign up right now with a code word submission and double your first deposit. That's right. Double your first deposit with MyBookie. I'm just looking at the odds right here. You got Yair Rodriguez at a plus 135, Brian Ortega at a minus 165. This is your chance to make some money with our friends at MyBookie. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with the code word submission. Double that first deposit at MyBookie, Cass.
Yeah, that's right. And while you're busy making money and winning money, if you're anything like me, all your passwords, all your credit card details, all your personal details are saved to your browser, like a Google Chrome or a Firefox. Nobody uses Microsoft Edge. But if you're in that boat, you're basically ripe for the picking and you're ripe for an attack. People can steal your data and take your credit card details at any moment. That's why I use a VPN like NordVPN, the greatest VPN in the world. It keeps you protected with its real-time threat protection that they're throwing in at the moment. Also, in the past, any other VPN that I've used, it slows down your videos, your buffering speed. With NordVPN, you don't have that problem. There's no speed throttling, so you can be on Netflix. You can fool your Netflix into thinking that you're in a different location, therefore accessing more videos, more titles, and you never have to worry about any kind of slowdown. I leave it running in the background all the time. I don't even know that it's on because I never feel the difference. But I do know that I am protected, and you can have the same thing for when you're, surfing some of those non-Sean Strickland approved hentai websites. Isn't that right, Dennis?
That's right, man. You guys can save up to 69% off the top plan and get 1 month free as well. Go to nordvpn.com/submission. Get that big discount. And why I love these guys is completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Nothing to hide here. Check out their amazing service and also one of the best apps in the game, bar none. Do it today. But Javier, we need to congratulate you as well because 2 of your good friends and fighters, Daniel Cormier and Khabib, were inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I know you were there for it. How did it feel to actually be there and see it happen? I imagine it was quite an emotional day and night for you when you saw that.
Yeah, it was, and the funny part about that is when I filmed both the guys doing their speech, right? And as I'm filming Khabib, he starts talking about me and he starts talking about there I am with the camera, and I wanted to take the camera down, but I go, oh, no, I can't do that. And then he starts talking about me and I start getting a little water-eyed, and the cameras are right in my face, right? And I'm going, should I take the film, stop filming him or what? I didn't know what to do. And I go, no, I got to keep filming this. This is not about me. This is about him. So I kept filming him. But that was a kind of tearful moment a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. Well, especially because it's both your guys, right? Like Khabib and Daniel Cormier. Everybody knew that at some point they were going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. It must have been extremely proud for you to see, how incredible the legacies were that they carved out. But I am curious, do you remember the first moment that you ever sort of thought like, man, this guy's going to be in the Hall of Fame for Khabib and for Daniel?
No, I based on their accomplishments, if there was any kind of awards like that, I would have thought that they'd be in a shoe-in. Just like I think at some point, I think Cain Velasquez will be in the Hall of Fame also at some point.
Yeah, well, we did want to bring that up with you, Javier, before we wrapped up. We know it's been a very difficult time, seeing Cain Velasquez dealing with the legal issues that he's been dealing with. Do you have any updates on the situation? And by the way, is there anything the general public can do to help to keep getting the word out or to sign up to anything to help Cain out?
Well, at the present time that I know of, there's really nothing other than just waiting for the judicial system to do their job. And, hopefully he can get bail soon, so he can be with his family while they work to fight the legal issues that he's facing, and let's see what happens. It's sad that California, is doing what they're doing. They let a alleged pedophile out, where someone like Cain, who did something that the system was not doing, and now he's the one that can't be let out, but the other guy's out free as a bird. It just doesn't makes zero sense to me. And I speak to so many law officers that are involved there, and they all think it's a bunch of bullshit what's happening to him, and it is, but let the system work itself, and just pray that he gets what is deserved coming to him, which is freedom,
Yeah, absolutely. Have you had a chance to speak to him at all, or is that not even possible at this point?
I was able to speak to him. I went in with his wife about 3 weeks ago, so I was able to speak to him and see him, and he's in good spirits, and he's same Cain, I'm sure there's ups and downs when he's in there, but when I saw him, he was in good spirits.
Okay, well, everybody needs to follow that one, and we hope the judicial system will be able to sort that one out, and obviously see him out and in the Hall of Fame very soon. But for now, Javier, we appreciate your time. It's exciting times with Islam, and for the team to see what's next. Guys, make sure to follow Javier on social media at aka Hav, and to check out all the updates and everything that is happening. A lot of fun behind the scenes videos always on his Instagram, so he's a must follow. And Javier Mendez, we appreciate you joining us from your dungeon and speaking to us today. It's always a real pleasure and honor speaking to you, man.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I'll
Thanks,
talk to you soon.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, man.
Bye.